Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Laura at Hyperstamper. This is a specialty journal. This one is a botanical and gardening theme. I have this very rare plate here from 1894 and I've enjoyed it for years and years. My sister gave this to me and it's just time to pass it on to somebody else. It's lovely. I placed it on top of a vintage book and just put a little bit of cheesecloth around it and used vintage beads that would match the colors of the flowers and leaves, and it is so precious. And it's called Common Passion Flower, plate number 264. It is stunning. So let me take you on a little tour before I put this in my Etsy shop, hyperstamper.etsy.com. And just remember, everything in here is vintage, authentic, antique ephemera. There are no commercial products anywhere in here. And I just absolutely stuffed it. So let's take a really quick look. I've got some beautiful vintage applique here from a table runner. And then I made this floating pocket here. So I put in some of my pressed flowers. This is from a 1930s children's book. This is from an early 1900s page on gardening and cutting flowers. This one here, look at that pretty. This is from the Enchanted Lands vintage book. Flowers there, antique paper on the back. So if you know somebody who likes to garden or botanicals, or maybe you do, what a nice gift to get ahead of time for Christmas, right? That is a 1929 photograph of a lady in her garden. And just on the back, I put another little image there, blue jays, because that's what I have in my garden. I made this little flower here from a vintage pattern paper, sewing pattern. Vintage botanical page there. This is a little booklet here. I've made quite a few of these from this vintage botanicals book. Just thought that was kind of fun. Little 1800s image here of flowers. That is actually the inside netting from the signature spine of this book. That's a vintage botanical book there. And this is from an early 1900s, 1936. How to Grow Roses. It's a spectacular book, and it's absolutely stunning, and it's in such good shape. On the back are some more rose gardens there. So really, really beautiful page there. And up here we have a garden guide page. I was able to find so many botanical and gardening pieces. Look at this wonderful image here. Those are actually wild sunflowers, and these flowers here, look at, I pressed these myself and I just love them. I hope they're not too brittle. I really glued them down. And this is a lovely little children's page from the 1930s. Two little kids watering their flowers. This is a beautiful floral piece of vintage fabric. I love it. It's fabulous. And I put a little hidden journaling spot there. Perennial garden book up here. Isn't this great? Look at that book of perennials. It's all authentic, old. I just had so much fun collecting this. Oh, it's just wonderful. Gosh, look at this one. This is also from the 1800s, and we've got the little girl and boy here in their garden, and I just turned it into a little journaling spot. Here, another botanical page here from the vintage gardening book. Look at this. This is from a children's book. Daisies there. This is 1925 piece. This is from the 1905 English Garden Book. It is a giant book, and I absolutely love it. You're going to see a little bit more, but I pulled this one because it's got this, hi Lacey, this Secret Garden feel, which is one of my favorite old books, is The Secret Garden. And I just love these statues and the little enclave there. Isn't that beautiful? There's more English gardens there. Look at this one here. Isn't that beautiful from that children's book? Sorry, another botanical piece. Just move a little tiny bit there, Lace. Thanks. Another annuals biennials from A to Z. And then I love this. I got these flower crochet bits here. I love it. So it had to be in this journal, and I put more than I normally would in there, but I love them. Oh, sorry. See, and then we have just some other fun children's book pages, not so much with the botanical theme, but I didn't want every single page to be botanical. But look at this other piece here. Gorgeous. I tried to add as much fabric as I could. 1925 children's page there. Put some nice rose ribbon down here. This is from the 1940s theater arts pages. Look how fun. And this I added because it says a garden of flowers right in your living room. So doilies. These are pansies, and then these are daisies. I just thought that was really fun. And again, just another fun botanical page. I stamped some flowers here, And this is a really cool 1925 page, just the fonts, how to grid your fonts, and I love it. This is a fun page from a children's book. I made a little pocket here from a dictionary page from the 40s. And then I put this little booklet here, and I believe this is from 1972. Is that cool? So yeah, 52 years old. And then, of course, this page is called Lavender and Old Lace, so I put some of my pressed lavender on there. I love it. Another botanical page here, vintage. And this here is from the 1940s, and this you would have used to trace for to make tea towels. So you would have embroidered this. Isn't that fun? Little salt and pepper shakers and the happy daisies. I love it. And I think the new owner is going to really have fun with that piece. And that is the inside spine signature piece. It's also from that English garden book. So I made it into a little hidden journaling spot with the waterfalls there. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's so pretty. It's so old. It's a bookkeeping piece from the 30s. Little bird's nest here in somebody's garden. How sweet is that? I love it. And then this actually came from this book here, A Field Guide to Wildflowers. This is an old vintage book. And I love this piece. I wanted to add some pops of color. Another one here from the vintage botanical book. Vintage dictionary, and this is from the early 1900s. And then I added this piece from the English garden book, again, 1905. But look, ooh, look how beautiful that is. And whoever owns this can just either enjoy it, or they can, you know, use it in bits and pieces if they're collaging or doing media work. But it's a beautiful piece. And you can see the beautiful foxing around the edges because it is 120 years old. And that brings us to the original last page of the book. I hope you love it as much as I loved making it. It's very special, and Lacey likes it too. Come back soon. Don't forget to subscribe.